Hi, I'm Max Brantley with the Arkansas Times on Friday, October 23rd. Happy it's raining. We've been needing it around here. People who were around Little Rock in the 1950s or who are students of the 1950s and the school crisis here might remember an acronym, STOP. It stood for Stop This Outrageous Purge. It was a committee that endeavored to keep employed school teachers who Governor Faubus tried to fire because they were friendly to desegregation. I've got a new use for that acronym, STOP. Stop This Outrageous Project. I'm referring to the $4 billion plan, counting all the related work that would have to be done to widen Interstate 30 through the city of Little Rock to 10 lanes. It's a project too big, too much concrete, too damaging to the community to go forward. And last night at a public hearing on the plan, some objections began to be raised to the highway department's desire to keep busy with a massive project. The great cities of the world rarely have freeways through their hearts. They take them around the rings. We could run traffic around Little Rock on the ring freeways. We don't have to run it right through town. The highway department's only justification for the size of this project is to move traffic through Little Rock and to and from Little Rock from suburbs faster. It's damaging Little Rock. It tears up neighborhoods. They're aesthetic monstrosities. We ought to do something different about it. We ought to tear them down and build a boulevard, as one commenter at the public hearing said. That's not a crazy idea. Some cities have done this. Go to San Francisco and see how great the Bayfront is. They had planned a big double-deck freeway there, and fortunately citizens rose up and stopped it. We ought to do the same here. After my editorial, let me move on to some other things. Michael Lamoureux, the governor's chief of staff, said he did nothing wrong in having a private arrangement to get $120,000 in consulting pay from a conservative political organization while he was head of the state senate. The money was provided by tobacco companies and nursing homes, among others. At the time, the senator was certainly working on legislation that affected those people. He says there's no conflict of interest, no law broken. There is a smell, of course. Benji Hardy talked this morning with Elizabeth Vargas. Her program on Justin Harris, a state representative, and his rehoming of 2 children is going to be the subject of a 2020 report tonight. It sounds like you ought to tune in. The biggest additional news on what Benji had already reported on this story is the caseworker who he had talked to has stepped forward, identified herself, and said she opposed this adoption. The lingering in the air is a suggestion that Justin Harris used his position as a legislator to influence the Department of Human Services to put through an adoption that a lot of people said shouldn't have happened. Then when things went bad for him, he got rid of the kids, who, by the way, seem to be doing well, no longer in his care. A highway study group has released a draft of a variety of alternatives to pay for additional highway construction in the state. There's some talk of conventional tax increases. One of them, to end the sales tax exemption on fuel, makes perfectly good sense. These are likely to fall to plans that aim at transferring money that currently go to other services into highways. The promise will be that taxes are going to grow and we'll have great prosperity, and so nobody will lose. I think that's something to look at, somewhat askance at. Hillary Clinton's reviews this morning are outstanding. She weathered an 11-hour hearing on Benghazi in the House yesterday. It was a loser for the Republicans. They managed to make her look incredibly presidential. It's been a very good week for Hillary Clinton. A new report is out, and it's done by Arkansas community organizations in cooperation with the School of Public Health at UAMS. It highlights again how unfair Arkansas landlord-tenant laws are. People have a very hard time getting substandard rental units fixed up, but they can be arrested and sent to jail for not paying their rent. The real estate lobby prevents any changes in that. The Little Rock police are looking for 3 men who they believe are responsible for a chain of robberies in western Little Rock at fast food restaurants and convenience stores. The UA Board of Trustees this morning confirmed Donald Bobbitt's pick of Joseph Steinmetz, the provost at Ohio State University, to be the next chancellor of the University of Arkansas Fayetteville. And finally, though there is a little bit of rain, it's supposed to ease up tonight, and yes, the Arkansas Times Craft Beer Festival from 6 to 9 in North Little Rock will go on. There will be tents, there will be beer, and there will be food, and a good time will be had. I'm Max Brantley. I'll be back next week.
You feel it in your heart. The spirit of Little Rock. We've had that spirit since 1927, helping build our city by producing decades of leaders in the heart of our state. We are the heart of business and innovation, the heart of politics and government, the heart of arts and culture, and in our city beats the heart of a Trojan. UALR. We are Little Rock's team and Little Rock's University.